Welcome to Live with Elder Kabir, where we are reminded to be faithful in the little. I'm the voice behind the scenes, Deacon David. Today we have an encouraging show for you. Please watch till the end, and we hope you are blessed by this live stream.
Shabbat, not Shabbat. Shalom, shalom, saints.
I had a feeling.
Man, shalom, shalom, saints. I don't think anybody's on here. Hey, let's do a sound check here. If anybody is listening in, please let us know how we're coming in. But we have a great live stream for you. This is a little bit different. This is, this whole channel that me and Deacon was talking about is about relationships. And when you live on community, you can't help but to have to relate to one another. And we wanted to give you guys a special treat here and just kind of give you a little bit of a behind the scenes of how we do things here on community. So many times, especially at Straightway Choose Ministry, we talk about community that we need to come out of her. But what does that look like, And so wanted to show some of the things that are just basic things that that you would see on the community, things that you don't even think about when you do come and have all things in common. So we're going to talk about that today. And so I'm looking forward to today's live stream.
So Elder Kabir. So obviously, the title is "Unity and Financial Stewardship in the Body of Christ." I would say that you're a very shrewd or savvy financial individual. What is your? Maybe people may not know. I mean, I don't want to assume that everybody does know, but what is your financial background? I guess not necessarily professionally, but even before that.
Well, I was always good with money. I believe I was. I learned that. Something my dad taught me long ago. He always told me, make sure you save for a rainy day. And so I was a saver. I remember when I got my first, and we didn't get allowance growing up. I didn't get an allowance growing up, but when we were going on field trips, my dad, I remember the first time he gave me money for the field trip. And it was like, wow, he gave me like $20 or something. And I remember instead of using the money like some of the people did on the field trip, I don't know if we went to Disneyland or somewhere. We went somewhere where Magic Mountain or something, some theme park. And I didn't spend my money. I drank a lot of water so I wouldn't have to go buy food. I would borrow I'll eat other people's food if they didn't finish it, things of that nature. And I don't even know why I was doing that, And then I gave my dad the money, and he said, "You didn't spend it; you can keep it." And so
I was going to say, seems like maybe there might be some carried over habits in an adult age. Food taxes.
Food tax. Oh yeah,
he knows about it.
Yeah. So I ended up becoming a very good saver because obviously growing up in the South Central Los Angeles, it's not like we were rich, and it's not like I thought we were like poor, but it just seemed like there was a lot of us growing up. There's a family. I got 6 other siblings, and then we had other people that stayed with us. We call them uncles or aunties, depending on if they're a man or a woman. Not that they were actually my uncle.
Seems like you were living tribal.
Yeah, so we kind of was doing a semi-community. My dad was the head of that community, and so I was very good with that. And obviously, it speeds up. I was part of a program called Food from the Hood, where we had a garden after the riots, and there you had to do garden work, and then you had to do office work. And I had a keen to the office work because I found out that with all that was the thing that made all this thing happen. So followed the money, right? So I followed the money, and I learned how to do a lot of book entry with everything that we were bringing in with our produce. But I still had to do garden work and still come back. But a lot of people didn't want to do the office work, which was so important. So anyway, go on to college, same thing, just, good saver, and then eventually made it to the NFL, made hundreds to millions of dollars. And I used that same principle and even brought it when I became a Christian. And even now as an Israelite man, And you see that the Bible actually talks about being a good steward. Let me read here. I was just reading here before we came on live here,
Yeah.
out of Luke, and this is about the parable of the dishonest manager or steward, right? And it says here,
Let me pull it up. You said Luke?
Luke chapter 16.
Okay.
And I mean, obviously it goes on, and the guy hears about it. But I'm just gonna highlight this one thing. He says,
What verse?
I'm gonna start here because I'm not trying. This is not the main. I don't want to digress too much here.
Yeah.
And
Chapter and verse, sorry.
yeah. He says, verse 10. Verse 10.
Okay.
You there?
Yep.
Okay.
Let me
It
just
says right here. It says in
go
Luke
ahead.
chapter 16, verse 10, it says, he who is trustworthy, and I'm reading out of the scripture version, he who is trustworthy in what is least is trustworthy also in much. And he who is unrighteous in what is least is unrighteous also in much. Therefore, if therefore you have not been trustworthy with unrighteous mamma, who will entrust you the truth? So that's what it says here. And obviously there's a King James version. And that's where you guys get more. And I would say be faithful in the little, So I'm big on being faithful in the little. I really believe that whatever you do with the little or the few, it's gonna translate what you do with much. So it doesn't really change because it's a way of thinking, it's a mindset, it's a principle of how you move, your mode of operation. So
I was gonna say there's a quote I heard from Ryan. I think it's a military quote. I think he heard it from military brothers with security and all that. So it's a quote that says, "You don't rise to the occasion. You fall back on your training." So it kind of seems the same way with financial. People might think in their minds like, "Man, if I had this much, then I could do this much." But really, whatever you're doing with the little and what you've trained yourself to do is what you're going to do with much.
exactly.
You're not going to rise to the occasion. You're going to fall back at your on your habits, right?
Exactly. So I've been very fortunate to be the head of the community here in Wisconsin, on Wisconsin, Straightway Praise Land. This is obviously led by Pastor Charles Dow Jr. He's our senior pastor, chief pastor, and our shepherd. And I'm just an under shepherd here. I do manage people here, a little bit over 30 people. And that's offlanders and people on community here in the area. So, it's no different, to be entrusted with Yah's people, the saints, brothers and sisters. I mean, it still requires the same type of principle. And pastor, is obviously leading the way by example, have taught us how to live communal, how to live in a community way. I mean, this is not something that you see in the Christian church. This is stuff that people may have tried, has failed. And Pastor Dow's have done this for almost 30 years. And so wanted to kind of just talk about just the importance, just people out there, people that's listening to my voice, people who's going to listen to my voice. And please share this. There are going to be people that's thinking about community. We had some people that was attacking our ministry about how we do things here at Straightway Truth Ministry, especially on the community level. And word out there is that they're falling apart, and they just got started. They're already at each other's throat, and a lot of mistrust. It seemed like I don't know all the details, but I'm not gonna bring their name to this stuff. But just want to let you know, community can be very hard. But if you don't come in with the right mindset, the right discipline,
Right.
it's going to be difficult. So I want to start off with this passage here as we introduce. We're gonna go through some scriptures here, and then we're gonna give you some real life examples. So I want to really just hone back. Why do we do community, guys? This is not. This is something that Yah desires to see in His people. If we cannot live together, how are we going to expect to go to the kingdom of Yah? Because the kingdom of Yah is Yah's family. It's his family. I remember in Christianity, they used to say, man, we live life together. Man, Christianity is a joke. They don't live life together. I can honestly say, Deacon, I can honestly say, this is my brother. We live life together. Is that true, Deacon? Do we live life together? Or we just, it's just a cliche?
No, it's pretty organic. It's pretty real. I mean, it's not staged. That's for sure.
It's not staged. We live life together. We butt heads. We iron sharpen iron, right?
Mhm.
There's things that when you got people coming from the world with their individualistic mindset, selfish ways, you're gonna have clashes, and as we continue to, as the more we do this, the more we become one. See, one mind. See, look, we got here one heart, one mind. I don't know if you guys can see that. You see one, you see that right there? One heart, one mind. Acts chapter 4, verse 32. So that's what we strive for here on community. So let's recap of some of these scriptures of why we do it. There's something about seeking the old past, the old ways, where you can find rest for your soul. So this is and me being in the world, being a millionaire, famous. I'm telling you, man, there's been so much with all the drama, all the things that's happened in this ministry, and everything I've experienced up to this point. I can honestly say there's so much more peace being in the truth, being at Straightway Truth Ministry, led by Pastor Dow. There's been so much peace, and I can say peace that passes all understanding. So it doesn't mean that it's absent. The book says that you leave this, you leave your family, your mother, your father, your brother, lands, whatever. He'll give it to you 100-fold in this lifetime and next, with not without persecution. So persecution is gonna happen. I was just talking to Pastor Mir, and man, my brother, my shepherd, man, he's been going through a lot. And even through it all, we can still praise Yah in it all. We can still give all praise to the Most High Yah. We can give praise. And I'm thankful. I'm so thankful for Yah, for this ministry. I'm thankful for our pastor, Pastor Dow, all of the pastors, Pastor Corey, Pastor Mir, and all the elders and the teachers and the deacons and all the saints. I'm very thankful. I love this lifestyle. So
Yeah.
I want to go in, and I want to start with Jeremiah, as we talked about unity and financial stewardship in the body of Christ. Let's start off with Jeremiah 29, verse 4-7.
It reads, "Thus saith the Most High of hosts, the Elohim of Israel, unto all that are carried away captives, whom I have caused to be carried away from Jerusalem unto America." I mean,
Stop.
Babylon.
Yeah. Hey, but stop right there. See, look, you guys, this is during the time that because of our rebellion, our wickedness in Israel, Yah took us out of Jerusalem and gave us to another nation that spoke a different language, different from what we was accustomed to, because we forgot about Yah, because of our stiff-necked ways, because of our rebellious ways. He had to discipline us by taking us out. And just Jeremiah telling people, hey guys, it's over. He's leaving. And so Yah's giving the people instructions of what they should look, how they should live when they're no longer in Jerusalem. And that's like us, guys. We are in modern day Babylon. This is Babylon. America is Babylon to Yah's people. We've been scattered in all four corners of the earth. And we just happen to be in this northern hemisphere called the United States of America. It's part of the American continent. So this is where we are. This is our Babylon. So we can see, as we seek the old paths, we listen to what Yah is asking his people. Yah does not change. He's the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And look what he's telling the people that's being carried. That he says, I've caused you to be carried away from what? Jerusalem, unto Babylon. We have been carried away. And what does he tell us to do, Deacon? Read.
It says, "Build ye houses."
Build
And
ye houses. This is why Pastor always talks about building. This is why we are in the business of building houses. We have two businesses that are into the building industry. You got one brother. We got brothers doing building framing. We got other brothers doing plastering. So this is what we do. And what should we do? Just build them and do what?
And dwell in them.
And dwell in them. Read.
And plant gardens.
Plant gardens. See, we have gardens. See, I think my shepherd pastor Dow telling us, hey, make sure next time I come out here, you have a garden. We start off with something small. Now we got a nice garden here. Praise Yah. We got a garden here. I mean, it's fruitful this year, man. We have big cabbages. I mean, man, we eating off the land, and there's no chemical, no type of pesticide or anything like that. It's all natural. Oh, now I'm talking about you. I mean, it's bountiful, man. We're gonna do a series where we're gonna show you just little things that we do here on community, and this is not even the ideal spot for us. We're looking forward to the day that this property sells, so that we can move down south, be closer to the hub, and so we're looking forward to that day. But while we occupy until that moment comes when Yah puts it on somebody's heart to come and buy this land, we're ready to go. We're preparing. We're just like we're preparing to enter in and to make it to go to the kingdom. We're preparing for the day that Yah will move straightway Wisconsin, straightway Praise Land down south. And so we're not going to just sit here and say, well, when we get there. No, we can prepare now. We don't have to prepare for some type of travesty. We can prepare now. And a lot of stuff we're talking about today is about preparing. So if we do it now, when the shit hits the fan, we're not all of a sudden scattered and trying to figure out what we're going to do. We're going to keep on moving because we've been practicing. This is how we live life anyway. So we're not going to be impacted when things start happening around us in the world. We're just going to keep on going. So anyway, keep reading. Build houses, dwell in them, plant gardens, read.
And eat the fruit of them.
Which we're doing. Okay.
Take ye women.
Take ye women. See, look, it says take women and do what?
And beget sons and daughters.
See, so now you just take these women, you're going to have to lay with these women and produce sons and daughters. It's not just to have a woman so she can look cute and you can have her on your arm and say, hey, look, I got me a woman. No, it's to put seed in that woman so she can produce sons and daughters. You know, I know people get on me. You guys know my saying. Everybody knows. Anybody that's listened to me know that I always have a saying that I'm trying to produce 94 seeds, sons, daughters, mix it in there, but I'm trying to have 94 babies. I'm trying to produce that. I'm going to need women. I'm going to need a bunch of them so I can be able to get 94. Why 94? It's just a good number. I guess when you wear that jersey, number 94, maybe if I was 77 or something, maybe I would say I want 77. But 94 is a good number to shoot for. But hey, it's just a number to shoot for, right? But really, it's inspired by what the book says. The book says, take ye women and beget sons and daughters. See, as a financial advisor, by profession, I'm a financial advisor. I'm a certified financial planner, a CFP. And it's not easy to get that designation. And we're taught, and so I've been trained to help individual families, you know, a husband, one wife, only children. Then you got to deal with college and retirement and just everything, you know, insurance, life insurance and medical insurance and all types of stuff. Is all about just the individual family. And now that I've been on community living it, now I'm a financial advisor when it comes to now community, because now I have experience and I see where it could be expensive to do community. Is expensive. I mean, we're spending thousands. I'm talking about easily hundreds of, you know, just with the food. I mean, well, you're not getting close to the 100 with the food. But so we said, man, you scratch your head, says, man, we got to find a way to cut down the cost. And then if we're required to have women and sons and daughters, man, that's a lot of mouths to feed. So we got to find a way to make more money. We got to find a way to cut our costs down so that we're not. I mean, it's just a lot, right? Yeah. Keep reading. What does it say? So take women. What else is it? So when you get sons and daughters, what else they say? Take what?
And take women for your sons.
Wow.
And give your daughters to husbands.
And see, look at so you take women. So you go get women for your sons, and then you give your daughter. Don't be holding your daughter. So now I'm going to keep her until she see. In the American culture, we want to hold our daughters until she's 30, and no one's going to marry. I mean, come on, you can't hold. The goal is to use her beauty to be able to attract a godly man. That you, as a husband, as a father, you should be looking for a godly man for your daughters. Give your daughters to husbands, right? Don't be holding on to them, being selfish. Give them so that they can do what? What's the purpose of giving your daughters to husbands? So that they can do what?
That they may bear sons and daughters.
See, once again, we go back to bearing sons and daughters. That's a lot of miles. Yah has literally commanded us to build houses, dwell in them, plant gardens, eat of them. Take wives for yourselves. Take women for yourself. Beget sons and daughters. Take women for your sons, and give your daughters to husbands, that ye may bear sons and daughters. Read.
That ye may be increased there and not diminished.
So you may increase and not diminish. I mean, as a financial advisor, my head is like, oh my goodness, this is expensive. Man, how do you keep it? Man, you got to get diapers. You got to get food. You got to get, house, man. This is a lot. There's a lot of money. How do we get the money? Do we have enough men to go out to do the work? Do we get our? I mean, this is a financial night. Like, now it works in so many ways. When you're putting your resources together, you do bring in a lot because you have a lot more people bringing into one pot. So there is, but then you got to be wise in how you handle that. If you've been unwise with the few, you're going to be all wise when you have this big pot. So I'm dealing with a pot. But now I got to think about not just my family. I got to, as the head of this community, I got to think about the community as one big family. Even though within that one big family called community, common unity, within that there's different households, husbands, head of households within that community. And I'm just over the whole community. So I got to make sure that all community members, their needs are met. It costs money. I'm telling you guys, I watch the books, right, Deacon? I mean, do we? Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not like this. I mean, I know every dollar, every penny that's spent on this community.
Exactly.
And so I want to share with you guys, like, man, what we do here. But let's keep going through this passage here. This is our introduction. Read.
Revelations 18:4.
No, was that it? No,
Jeremiah. Yep, that's it.
No.
No. Okay, yep.
Increase there and do not diminish. Okay.
Yep. And seek the peace of the city.
Seek the peace of the city.
Whether I have caused you to be carried away captives. And pray unto the Most High for it. For in the peace thereof shall ye have peace.
There you have it. So look, you guys, we're trying to live a peaceful life. Set apart, come out of her, my people. That's all we're doing. We're not here trying to, mess around here. So, guys, this is an expensive lifestyle. But if everybody's working together, one mind, one heart, one spirit, man, we can move mountains. Is when that division comes in. Woo, that's when it becomes very difficult. People being lazy, people not doing their part, people not playing their role. This is where we gotta truly live in harmony for the common good of the community, of the whole. So let's go to let's go to the next one here, Revelations 18:4. So the book says, "Come out of her." Read.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues."
So, guys, this is it, man. We are literally not just reading it and just hearing the words, but we're walking in it. We are actually living this word out. And like I said, man, when I came into this ministry, man, I read the Bible 8 times. I was a Christian for 16 years. And I never saw it, never even thought to do it myself. Didn't think that was maybe relevant for today. And I tell you right now, I thank Yah. And the reason why I thank Yah, because Yah said he would give you shepherds according to his heart that will feed you knowledge and understanding. And Pastor Dow, I'm so glad that he not only was preaching it, but he was living it. I was able to go down and see how they do it at the hub at Straightway Truth Ministry. And it's inspirational. It is very inspirational, but it requires obedience. It requires true love for the Messiah. It really requires. You can't do this and just, oh, this is a great idea. This is a great financial. No, you got to have a love for Yah to make this thing work. And so this is good. So we're coming out of her, my people. But in that, what do we got to do? We got to build houses. We got to plant gardens. We got to take women for, we got to be with these women. We don't just have these women just to look at, just so they look pretty. We got to put babies in them, right? We got to plant seeds and produce sons and daughters. We got to get women for our sons and give our daughters two husbands. We can't be selfish. A society has taught us to be selfish. They said, man, having a baby is expensive. Man, whew, man, how many babies you have? Like, man, you have 15, 20. Oh, man, that's expensive. Man, so they have taught us in this Western society to only have one or two babies. You have your son, your daughter, you shut it down, you get your little picket fence, you build your house, and you live your little individualistic, selfish lifestyle. That's what we've been taught in this country, in the public food system. That's what they've been teaching us. That's what they've been telling us. And then when it's time to break up your home, they're able to break it up so easy because you're individuals. It's easier to break up. It's easier to break up homes when you're individual, when you're not in a community, when you're not in a tribe. Trust me, a community of believers is not something that American people truly want. That's not what the government wants. They despise us. But we're going to continue to strive to continue to walk this walk. So hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. So let's go to so we got some, and make sure when you guys are coming, I see some things coming in. If you guys can just let us know how we coming in, give us a 10. Everybody put in a 10 if you can hear us, and if you like what you're hearing so far, please hit the like button. I'm self-promoting. That's kind of crazy. I don't know how to do that, but just trying to get some interaction here with you guys here.
Well, I mean, they are on your channel, so
Yeah, they are. Yeah. So yeah.
yeah.
All right. So this is the stuff. This is not stuff that Pastor Dow just pull out of his, just pull out of midair. I mean, this is literally from the word of Yah. So we just going through this really slow. We're not gonna be here with you guys long today. I'm hoping. This is so we're seeking the old path. We're coming out of her, my people. We're literally coming out of Babylon, and we're gonna try to live a peaceful life while we out until the King comes back. We got Tabernacles coming up. I mean, this is it. I mean, the Feast of Trumpets. That's why I start looking in the sky to see if this is the moment where Yeshua come down. Like he went up, is he gonna come down? Be looking. I found the calendar. I found Yah's people. I found his righteousness. I found the kingdom. This is it. We're in it. We're in it, guys. We came out the matrix. People try to keep me from coming in, and now you got people within trying to get me out, and I'm not coming. I'm here. I'm here. I found it. I know what is out there. I don't want anything to do with out there. I love everything I'm seeing in here, even with all of the drama, the persecution. Man, I still can say all praise to the Most High Yah. Man, when he says he will give you a peace that passes all understanding, man, I have so much peace. I have so much peace. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. So now let's talk about the importance of unity in the body. Let's go to Psalms. Let's go to Psalms chapter 133, verse 1-3. Read. Thank you guys for putting that 10 in here so everybody's hearing it. Hallelujah.
It reads, "Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity."
Listen, how good. This is how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together. You got people trying to cause division, trying to cause discord amongst brethren. And what the book says, how good and how pleasant is it for brethren to dwell. See, it's not go live your own individual lives. It says dwell together, not apart, not dwell apart and do your own thing, dwell together. See, but living in this Western mindset, it is hard to have this thing. Yah wants us to be tribe. See, the tribe of Judah, the tribe of Israel, the 12th tribe of Israel. See, it's tribal. See, they dwelt together. See, I didn't have sons, and then you kick them off to college and say, okay, you're 18, I'm kicking you out of the house. No, the sons didn't get kicked out of the house. They stayed with the father. Even Yeshua, let's tell Yeshua said, he says, I'm going. So you know why Yeshua, you know where Yeshua is right now? Yeshua is building a place. He says, I got to go back to my father and build a place to prepare a place for you. He's preparing a place at his father's house. He's the son, and he's preparing a place for his bride in his father's house. See, we talk, hey, AT, I'm kicking you out. You go out and figure out, hey, you know, you're your own man. You hit your chest and you figure this thing out. I'll help you when I need to, but hey, get out of my house. See, that's how they teach us. And see, then the world takes our sons and daughters and then they use them for their means. We should be saying, son, no, you're going to be with me till the day I die. You're going to bury me. You're going to dwell with me all the days of my life. And you and your siblings, or you're the one that's going to bury me. Now, your sisters, I'm going to give them away. See, sisters, they got to go. They're going to go and be in another man's house. They got to forget their father's house. I'm father. You're going to forget your people. You're going to forget your father's people. And you're going to now be, submitted and intertwined with that man, assimilated to that man in his house and his people. See, that's what they don't teach us. They say, well, that's old school. That's old school. Now we're doing something new here. See, they want to do something new. So we're sticking to this book. It says, behold how good and pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. Read. It is like what?
It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard that went down to the skirts of his garments, as the dew of Hermon, and as the dew that descended upon the mountains of Zion. For there the Most High commanded the blessing, even life forevermore.
Man, can you relate to that? I mean, look, I got a beard, but I don't got the beard like you. I mean, Deacon, man. I mean, I know you put oil on your beard and stuff like that. I mean, when he said it's but unity is like a precious ointment upon the head, and it ran down the beard. You was telling me, share what you was sharing with me. Read.
Yeah, I was just thinking, obviously, I mean, not everybody can relate of being anointed, but obviously the process of being anointed is a shadow of sanctification, of cleanliness, of purity. It represents the Holy Spirit, so on and so forth. Kings get anointed, you know the thing. But if you can't relate to that, what you can at least relate to is when you come out that shower, you had a long workout or you had a long day work, and you get out that shower and you feel refreshed. You have the sensation about yourself, right? You smell good. You're able to moisturize yourself, right? And in that essence of how you're experiencing that moment of bliss for yourself, I mean, I enjoy it. I don't know, maybe people, not everybody enjoys a shower, but I enjoy a shower. And in that same essence and how we're experiencing, this is what Yah is saying, how he feels about the unity of brothers. It's something that he enjoys. It's an essence that it's good. It's a good smell and savor to his, to his smell. And so, and then obviously you can go down where it's talking about the dew of Hermon. Well, the dew on the mountains, they bring an ecosystem to the mountain, right? It brings life. It brings, a dry mountain doesn't do nothing, but a mountain that has dew in the morning and all that stuff, it gives life unto all the animals. This is where Yah descended, right? And so just taking those two analogies, I think anybody can relate to that, right? Coming out cleansed and feeling that cleanliness that's how Yah sees how pleasant it is for him to see brothers dwell together in unity.
Hallelujah. Now we got some people here in the chat. I don't know. I see a lot here. I'm not reading too much of everything. Is that
it's the one person looks like he's just supporting. Bless you, brother.
Okay.
Oh yeah. No, there he's.
I'm not reading.
I'm not sure who that is, but bless you.
Bless you. Okay. So anyway, so guys, unity is so important, and we live in a world that says that this is the United States of America.
Bullshit.
United we stand, divided we fall. But America is so divided. Look at the political atmosphere. Look at the landscape in the political realm. You got Democrats against Republicans. I mean, look at to the point where now they're trying to shoot somebody. With the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. I mean, it's just so divisive. This country is so divisive. And then once they pick their winner, I'm hoping it's Trump. Yep, you heard me. I hope it's Trump, Donald Trump. I endorse him if I could. But anyway, but once you get a winner, this supposedly now we got to get everybody back together and get them united. It's just crazy, and then you do this every 4 years. This can't be. This is not what Yah is not looking at America and say, God bless America. I mean, which God are they talking about? It can't be Yah, the God of the Bible. It can't, right? Yeah. We come together, and after we going after each other, see the people here, we the people, they vote. They want to determine who their king is going to be. See here, the way Israel, Yah anoints. Yah is the one that chooses shepherds. He puts people over us. He anoints. Like I didn't ask to be an elder. Yeah, I'm an elder, but I didn't ask. I promise you, I didn't ask. I wasn't there when they voted, or I don't even know how they even came up and chose me. I was minding my own business, taking care of my little community that I was responsible for, and then boom, got chosen. I didn't even know. I wasn't even running for office. I wasn't even doing any of this stuff. But Yah has chose me, and I consider it a great honor. I'm humbled by the responsibility. And now with that, I want to make sure I do right by Yah by taking care of his people. Every morning I wake up and say, Yah, thank you for waking me up this morning. Thank you for another opportunity to serve you and to serve your people. And this is what I do. This is my life. I'm a servant to the Most High Yah. And I make sure, and the thing that we're going to talk about, we're going to show you some examples here of how I take care of the saints, how we live community. So anyway, let's go on to the next one. So now, collectively, we, as a collective, we can save so much more. We can save the collective savings and responsibilities that we have as a community. And so we're going to go here out of Acts chapter 4, verse 32. Was there a chapter 2? Okay, we're going to do that. Yeah. So let's start with Acts chapter 4, verse 32. But you can save so much when you're together. And when you do an interview, you have an individual phone bill, individual mortgage or rent or car note. See, we have everything together. And see, this is what they don't tell you when you live collect. And you can do this in this country. They do allow you to do this. We do have the freedom to govern ourselves. We do have the freedom to be free, but you can give up those benefits. You can give up those rights to be a part of America. You're just going to be a part of there. You can either be in Yah's family or you can be in the United States family, but you're going to have to serve one way or another. Don't think that when you go to America and you're part of that world system, you're not going to be a servant. You're going to serve, but they're not going to serve you unto righteousness. No, it's going to be different. It's to lead you. Is going to lead you to destruction. They come to steal, kill, and destroy. See here. So no matter how you live, I mean, I literally was talking to somebody that I grew up with. We grew up in the same neighborhood, both African descent. I think he's from Sierra Leone, and I'm Nigerian. And we were talking, and he was like, "Man, to be community, man, you got to be. Whew, that's one serious commitment. That's one serious commitment there." And everything. He said, "Man, are people free to do this and people free to do that?" I said, "To do what? Like, can they go on vacations?" I said, "Yeah, we go on community pay for 3 vacations a year. We are commanded to go on 3 vacations." What are those 3 vacations that we go on, Deacon?
Passover,
Pentecost,
and Tabernacles.
See, 3 vacations. How many people? I mean, we're commanded to go on vacations. Now you say
at the minimum, that's 42. Minimum. That's 42 days a year, by the way.
42 days a year that we take time off to feast and be with the brothers and sisters of all Straightway Truth ministry throughout the United States and all over the world. So I mean, we do that, And then I asked his brother, I said, "So hey, let me ask you, man. Do you go?" He said, "Man, it's tough right now. It's tough. I just like the idea of knowing I can go on vacation if I want to, but right now, I'm struggling with some funds right now. I'm struggling right now." I'm like, wow, that's interesting. So you have the perception of freedom, but you're not free, and we have the perception that we're not free, but we're free. I even say, "Hey, man, you got a woman, right, man? Yeah, man. I mean, you feel like you're the head of your house, happy wife, happy life. Oh, nah, mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy, all this stuff." But then, see, once again, you're living your individualistic lifestyle. You're not keeping the Torah, and you're in a relationship where you're oppressed. But then you got men here, supposedly because they're submitted to a man, like in this community, they submit to me. But each man would tell you that they rule over their home. Deacon, do you feel less of a man being under my authority here at Straightway Praiseland? Do you feel like you're the head of your? Do you feel like you're the head of your house, or do you feel like, man, I don't even feel like I'm the head of my house because I got to submit to another brother, or I got to submit to pastor? I mean, tell me. I mean, Deacon. I mean, I can't speak on that. I feel like I'm the head, but this is easy because you're not like under pastor. So, how about you, Deacon? Do you feel like you're the head of your house?
Yeah, I mean, I think if anything, I feel more empowered in this dynamic
What you
because I
say?
have
What did you say? You said you feel more empowered. The guy I was speaking to, he did not feel empowered. He's like, oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. So why can't you do? I can't do that. But you said you feel empowered now than you did before. Why do you feel empowered, Deacon?
because I'm surrounded by brothers that support the same objective that I do, which is community living and making it to the kingdom. So, and then we have a patriarchal system. So it keeps things very organized in that aspect without these women acting a fool, knowing that, hey, your man's kind of got support. So you can't really act a fool. You know what I mean? Because in the world, what do? You can't
Mm-hmm.
trust anybody around you. And most of the time, they'll be supporting the women. And in this objective over here, the men have probably 90% of the support in the community. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got some people on the chat room here. This is like we don't have our regular enforcers here to help us out here.
I was looking at the other comments from the. I had to
Yeah,
delete them. I'm like, okay, wait a minute.
yeah,
It's a
correct. You're not
little.
wrong. I'm asking the other, but okay. Yeah, we're about to get to this. So Frederick says, correct me if I'm wrong for asking elder, but I have had that question. How does that work with community living? If a husband did want to travel with his wife for a vacation, how is that handled? Well, that's a good question, Frederick. I mean, well, first of all, I mean, Deacon, how is that handled, Deacon? Like, I mean, can we just leave whenever we feel like it? I'll let you.
Yeah, anybody's free to leave whenever they want.
You can leave whenever you want. Yeah, but how does
Yeah.
it work according to Frederick?
So I mean, with this analogy, right? I mean, I guess you could make the request to travel, but for what I would ask, like, what's the purpose? How does it benefit the whole at that point? And so one thing that you're going to get from being in this type of dynamic of being in community and all that, you're always going to ask what's the greater good for the whole collective, right? And so it is opposed. It's not American, right? Elder tells us all the time, this is not an American lifestyle. So and it's two opposing schools of thoughts, right? You have the American mindset, which kind of has this taught us this individualistic way, and I'm not saying that you're coming from this perspective, Brother Frederick, but I'm just saying that where is that type of mentality being inspired from? Probably from modern culture and what they've taught us of what, having a good time or relaxing time looks like. For us, having a good time and relaxing time is maybe see if we can go a week without people spending money. That's what else, because it adds work. It adds work, administrative work. You know what I mean? That's elders vacation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's a good question. But if you were in this position with like how we are living our lives, we don't think that way.
No, it's
You know
not.
what I mean? We don't think that we wouldn't have that type of question. Maybe not now, at least maybe in the beginning, but definitely not now.
There's nothing wrong with getting rest and getting away. And trust me, there's a time for everything. Right now, in our community, in the beginning, inception of our community, we're building. So we don't think about that right now because there's so much to do. We're trying to build something that will be here for generations to come. We're thinking about leaving an inheritance for our children's children. And so right now, I mean, I'm assuming there will be a time for that. I mean, I would love for that. But right now, with 5 sisters and the rest brothers and young ones, we got a short crew right now, and we're just trying to keep things going. But hey, we work 6 days and we rest. So we work 6 days because we're commanded to work 6 days and then rest. And we do that every week.
Yeah.
And then just us going out here out here by the garden here. We go out just the other day. Then we have like a fireplace as a community. We just went out and fried, or what do you call it stuff? Marshmallows What
Yeah,
is
we
it?
did some s'mores. Yeah.
S'mores or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, but we love each other. Like, what's out there? Like, guys, I did vacations while I was in the world. I used to take my families on yearly vacations. We used to travel to different places, to California. And I'm telling you, it gets old. I mean, it was just it was stressful. I don't remember any vacation outside of coming into the truth. Every vacation I've ever been on was my former family of 16 years. It was stressful. Do you hear me? Stressful. I never ever got true rest until I started going on family vacations in the truths, going to the hub. Peace. I don't even spend that much money. We get to fellowship. We get to rest. We get to enjoy the fellowship, the brothers. So I've done it. So it's hard for me to like say, man, I want to just go on vacation. Woo, man, I've done it. It was stressful.
And I think, and if I could just add this, Elder, if that's a genuine desire, what Yah knows the desires of your heart. You never know when he might make a way where, hey, you know what, like, we've labored enough, guys, in the X amount of years, and then this is where, you know what I mean. It depends on where you're at in context.
Yeah.
I didn't see Pastor take a vacation, so he was like probably 20 plus years laboring with the ministry. And actually, it got started by the person who's not here no more.
I know. And Pastor now, I'll say, I mean, like I said, there's a time for everything, right? Right. I'm glad when I see Pastor Dow go on vacations.
Yeah.
So he goes with it, and it's probably not. And maybe mine was stressful because it was just like, when you have a wicked woman, maybe that's what made it so stressful. Maybe down the road when I get to take women who are commandment keepers, maybe it'll be more relaxing, Yeah. And so maybe I'm associating the two, So don't throw the baby with the bathwater.
Right.
But I know when Pastor goes on vacation, he comes back refreshed. He can think clear, and he can. I mean, when you watch when Pastor comes back, man, he's going to be on fire, But even me, I need a vacation, to be honest with you, because being here on community day to day, sometimes I just need to get away. But work got to be done, and because, like I said, we're so short staffed, I can't really step away. I mean, things will get done, but there's going to be a lot of things piling up. So me being over there, I'm going to be stressed out knowing I'm going to come back. And what did I tell you guys in community? I said, you guys want me to get a vacation? They all said, yeah. Whew, we want Elder to go get a vacation. I said, you guys want me to really get a vacation? What did I say? What a true vacation will be for me?
Stop spending money.
Don't spend money during that time. Don't spend money for a whole week. And that will be I could be right here and have my vacation right here. Like, man, this is so cool. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's not going to happen, So, there'll be a time. There will be a time. I'm not against vacation. I'm just telling you that that's just not something, as our young community, as we're growing, that's just not something that we be thinking about,
Whoa, what the?
So, man, I don't know what's going on.
You see that?
Yeah. That's what
it's been being attacked. We got some trolls showing up.
Don't we normally have Xavier during this time?
Yeah, but these are different. These are
I don't know what's going on.
People people spying on Liberty. We know. Yeah, people looking at her channel and taking screenshots and all that. So it's
keep looking. Yeah, keep looking. So for all you trolls out there, keep looking. You want to learn how to live. Maybe you can learn something and take it back to your respective places if you can make it happen. Yeah. So okay, let's go. So we're gonna read here out of Acts chapter 4, verse 32 to 35. Read.
And the multitude of them that believed were of one heart.
Multitude that believed. What were they? They were what?
One heart and one soul.
One heart and one soul. Not two, not three, one. And that's a feat, man. And so when we keep our eyes on Messiah and we keep the commandments of Yah, it allows us to be one heart, one soul, one mind. Read.
Neither said any of them that aught of the things which he possessed was his own, but they all had all things common.
Some things?
All things common.
70% things.
All things common.
All things common. This is what they did. Read.
And with great power gave the apostles witness of the resurrection of the Most High Yeshua. And the great grace was upon them all. Neither was there any among them that lacked. For as many as were possessors of lands or houses sold them, and brought the prices of the things that were sold, and laid them down at the apostles' feet. And distribution was made unto every man according as he had need.
Hallelujah. That's it. Let's go to the next one. Acts. Let's go to Acts chapter 2.
It's chapter 2, verse 42 here.
Mm-hmm.
And they continue steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine and fellowship, and in breaking of bread, and in prayers. And fear came upon every soul, and many wonders and signs were done by the apostles. And all that believed were together.
See, they were together. They weren't apart. They were together. See, when I used to read this as a Christian, I said, man, I wonder what this looked like. Maybe that's just what they did back then. And now, 2024, I can honestly read this book and I can relate to the people in this book. I can read the letters that Paul wrote. I can read the Gospels. I can read the Torah. And I'm doing it now. No more do I have to say, man, I wonder what it would be like. I wonder what it would be like. I'm doing it. We have all things in common. We're living together. We're dwelling together. All that believe, everyone that lives in community, all believe, and we are together. Not apart, not doing our own thing. We're together. We're working as one. Everything. You got a hand, you got a foot, you got a nose, you got ears. We are all working as one body. You got one head, not two heads, but one head on community. But this body here in on Wisconsin is submitted to the hub, Pastor Dow, and the leadership. I mean, we're all working in unity. Man, it's beautiful. Man, I tell you, it's pleasant. It's good to see when our brothers are dwelling together in unity. But you're going to have Satan right there trying to divide and cause division amongst us, because they hate that. What Yah loves unity, Satan hates unity. What Yah loves, Satan hates. So he wants to come and bring division. See, Satan is happy when we're divided, when we at each other's throat, when we don't trust one another, when we sit there mistrusting, where's this? When can I go in this? And when can I, all this stuff. That's what Satan wants. And some of the things that we had to deal with as really, man, it's causing people to really think, man, do I really want to live this life? I always tell people, being a part of Straightway is un-American. It is un-American. This is not a democracy. This is not a republic. This is a dictatorship from top down, and it starts with Yeshua, and then from there, Pastor Dow, and it goes work its way down. Read, finish.
And had all things common, and sold their possessions and goods, and parted them to all men as every man had need. And they continually,
Go ahead.
And they continuing daily with one accord in the
one
temple.
one accord, not several accords, just one accord. Read.
In the temple, and breaking bread from house to house, did eat their meat with gladness and singleness of heart, praising Yah and having favor with all the people. And the Most High added to the assembly daily such as should be saved.
Hallelujah. 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 See, look, I even got that warning too, Deacon, just to let you know. I know it's that for the first time. But anyway, all right. So good. So guys, and all things common, right?
Yep.
We're going to get to it, guys. We're going to give you a little insight of just one aspect that you're going to have to deal with being on community. If you're going to have a lot of people, that's a lot of mouths to feed. There's a lot of stuff you have to consider doing community. It's not, I'm glad we started real small, right? When you say we start small and then we got bigger over time, because, we was able to get the king, come up with process, come up with a system on how to deal with this. And then as you get bigger, as more people come in and different dynamics, then you have to come up and say, okay, how do we solve this problem? How do we solve that problem? Right. And so by the time we move on our land, I think that we would have got a lot of stuff kind of worked out before. I mean, can you imagine if we would have just went like 7 years ago, we went straight to the place we're going to be going to by the grace of Yah, Deacon? Can you imagine what that would look like?
I really don't want to imagine, but that would be pretty. That'd be pretty.
We'd be making a lot of mistakes, but because we get so all you guys that are transitioning one day to get on your own land and do community, man, don't look at the time that you're at right now. Don't just come out. Let's just get out. Use the time to start becoming community minded, so that when you do go in a community, you know exactly what's expected of you, what you expect of other people. You have process and places and stuff like this. So don't look at this time as just saying, man, I can't wait to get on community. I can't wait to get on community. Right now, start preparing yourself. You maybe you prepare yourself to get on a community, maybe prepare to get land. Or if you're somewhere right now, you're in a homestead, start preparing your mind. The people around you, start preparing. You're the head of, you have a family, start preparing your family to start thinking community minded,
Right.
and not selfish. Start inconveniencing yourself so that you can now, when you get a community, you know, I know exactly what to do.
There's
I
a
love
quote.
it. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say there's a quote that I've heard pastors say a few times. I'm probably going to butcher it, but the idea is, the places are prepared for the people, but the people are not prepared for the places.
You
So
see?
there's land, there's whatever you desire that we're supposed to be doing. It's there, it's ready, but are you ready?
See, and that's what we're doing. See, we are preparing ourselves for the places. That's what we're doing up here. Would you say that I'm doing that up here, Deacon?
Oh
That
yeah,
I'm making
definitely. Yeah.
sure that as a community, we are preparing ourselves to be on our community here down south.
Right.
I'm
Exactly.
preparing the people.
Yeah. Because what does it look like, Elder? I mean, on the field. I mean, not to digress too much, but I think your analogies are pretty cool. So, what like if there's the quarterback, and he's trying to say, "Hey, I need to throw this," and you got one guy that's saying, "Okay, I think I can do it. Just throw it to me." And then he might be, but he's the top guy. But then you might got a guy who's maybe not the starting ring or whatever. He says, "No, throw it to me. I got it." Who's he going to throw it to? And
So
why does that matter?
So you're talking about progression. So quarterbacks have their read, right? They have the primary, secondary, third, fourth, fifth. So you have like 5 receivers, 4, whatever the receivers are, and usually the play is designed for a primary receiver. And then if that one is not open, then you go to your second read, then your third read, then your fourth read, and then after that you're scrambling looking for anybody that's open, right? So if you're the first guy you're supposed to throw to, supposed to look for, and he's already doubting, saying, man, man, hey, guys, this is it, man. We got 10 seconds left. We got to score now. This is it. 4th down right now. And the guy said, man, hey, I'll try to catch it. I'll do my best. Another guy said, man, hey. Then the guy who's on the third read, he says, hey, you throw it to me, I'll catch it. Just put it, just get it up in there. I'll bring it down. So guess what that quarterback said? Man, that guy's confident. He's all winking too. Like, hey, throw it in my area. So now when I get down green 23, set up, he's gonna go in there. He's not gonna even look at it first second. He's gonna go straight to number 3, because number 3, he was speaking with so much confidence. He spoke with so much faith that you got to just say, like, man, give him an opportunity here. I remember listening to one guy. He told me that one time he winked at Brett, and Brett thought, like, well, okay. And then when he threw it to him, thinking, like, hey, I thought
He's supposed to catch it.
He thought he was kind of like one of those movies.
What happened?
Hey, wow, that's why he threw it to me, because he winked.
Yeah, what else is he supposed to do?
Quarterbacks be looking like, who can I trust? Who can I trust? Right. That when I'm looking for somebody to throw it, who's going to catch this ball and turn this into a 7 or a 6?
So from your experience in a team environment, if there's lack of trust, it can make or break the game, right? It can make or break the game. If the team is all divided,
you got to have trust for one another. It's not the trust where you might say trust no man, but you got to have a sense of trust, because and it's not even about a trust of man. It's really trust for Yah. Like I believe this is why I can say I trust Pastor Dow, not because Pastor Dow the man. Now Pastor Dow is a trustworthy man since I've known him. He's always handled me honorably. He's been honest. He's never cheated me. I mean, Pastor has been I have nothing bad to say about Pastor Dow. He's been just exceptionally a good man to me. I'm assuming he has his flaws. He's a man like all of us and things of that nature. All I can just tell you is my personal experience, right? But I believe that Yah brought me to Pastor Dow. I believe that Pastor Dow is the man that Yah gave me to feed me knowledge and understanding. I believe that Pastor Dow is a man after Yah's own heart. I believe that. And so it's really my trust in Yah than it is for the man called Pastor Dow. And so this is why one of the things I'd be asking on community, I say, hey, how many of you guys believe that Yah has sent you to Straightway Truth Ministry? How many hands goes up, Deacon?
Oh, every hand.
Have you ever seen a hand never go up?
No, but even the little ones put their hands up.
Everybody. I say, how many of you guys believe that Yah has brought you here to Straightway, Wisconsin under my leadership? How many hands goes up, Deacon?
All of them.
All of them goes up. So now I may thinking like, man, I don't deserve this. Who am I? I'm still thinking when I was a little boy. But at the end of the day, Yah has given me these members, brothers and sisters. I gotta be faithful. Sometimes I may be thinking like Moses, like, who am I? You know, I'm with stuttering lips. I can't really talk or this and that. And Yah says, hey, who gave man his mouth? Who gave man his eyes? And so I'm not going to sit here and question Yah. If he puts me here for such a time as this, I'm going to lead to the best of my ability. Everything that I've learned up to this point and what I'm continuing to learn is preparing me for such a time as this. And I just got to lead with confidence.
Right.
Yah got me. He's going to lead me. He's going to give me the words to say. He'll use my mouth as his mouthpiece. He will give me the wisdom. He'll give me insight. He'll give me discernment. He'll give me the things that I need. And he has been very faithful in giving me the things I need to lead this community in Yah's everlasting ways. Am I growing? Yes, I'm growing. Do I make mistakes? Yeah, I make mistakes. But I learn from that. I get back up. A righteous man falls 7 times and gets back up.
Right.
So you got to have trust in Yah. And if you have trust in Yah, it's going to help you to be able to have trust in your brothers and those who you labor with. Does that make sense?
That makes sense, yeah.
So my source of my trust is not in man, and it shouldn't be in me, but it should be in Yah. And then you got to trust this. And even if this person do it, like King David and King Saul's situation. I mean, that was a bad king, but all of a sudden, just because he became bad doesn't mean he's no longer Yah's anointed. He's still Yah's anointed.
Yeah, he still trusted in Yah. King David had a trust in Yah.
Trust in Yah. And he had the opportunity to take into his own hand, and he did not take into his own. Twice he had the opportunity, and he didn't do it. Right. People egging him on. He says, nope, I'm not going to do that. That's Yah's anointed. And then when somebody told him that he killed King Saul, he said, you did what? And you did not fear Yah? You didn't fear Yah, that you would touch Yah's anointed? I mean, you look at modern day, people don't even care. People just, and all these people that put their mouth on Pastor Dow, look what's happening now. Just you watch all those people putting their mouth on Straightway Truth Ministry. Look what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. I don't have to say nothing. It's just gonna happen. So Yah is good, man. Yah is good. So you got to have trust for one another, for this one mind. That's how it worked on the football team. I may have not liked we had a guy named Nick Barnett, 2 different lifestyle. He's a great guy, but our lifestyle was pretty different, And he was younger than me. I'm thinking I'm smarter than him. I'm more mature than him. But at the end of the day, he was the middle linebacker. If he called the play, we had to do what he said to do. I couldn't sit there and argue with him in the middle of the play. Right. If he called something, we did it. He's the shot caller. He's in the position to if he wants to call an audible, he has the right to call an audible. Now, if it's not the right thing to do, guess who? That's not my job. Guess whose job to get on him for calling the wrong audible? His coach. Right. He have to deal with his coach. I don't need to. That's not my job. My job is to follow orders.
He's the one calling the play, right?
Yeah, he calls the play. Yeah. And he's the one that can change it. He's in the position. And I'm down on my three-point stance looking down here. He's standing up. He sees things that I can't see. So am I going to sit here and trust in my own understanding when you got a guy who's in this strategic position? He can see what's out there, what the offense is dealing with while he's making an audible call.
Because ultimately, he's going to hold the highest point of responsibility.
He has the highest responsibility, just like a quarterback does. A middle linebacker has the highest responsibility on the defensive side of the ball. Yeah. So, but if you want to sit there and looking over your shoulder and not trusting this guy, man, it's going to be hard. You got to trust the guy next to you. You got to trust the guy behind you, and hope that everybody's going to work together and do their job. I'm not even worried about what everybody does. I'm so busy trying to do my job and making sure that I'm not the liability on the team. I don't have time to be sitting down and worry about if the coach is doing his job and the guy next to me doing his job or the guy behind. I'm so busy trying to make sure that I'm an asset to the team. I don't have time to be sitting here wondering if pastor's doing this or this person's doing that, because I'm so focused on making sure that I help the whole by doing my part. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but if everybody does their part, then you wouldn't have nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And if I'm not doing something wrong, somebody who's in authority or whatever will
yeah,
make the correction, and then I'll make the correction because I
exactly.
love, yeah, I love the team, I love the community, I love the ministry. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna make the correction I need to make for to go from being a liability to being an asset. So
Hallelujah.
anyway, we digress. But anyway, let's keep going. So now doing community, here's an advantage: overcoming together. See, we overcome together. Instead of us doing it by ourselves, we can overcome together. Let's go here to Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9 and 10. Let's read. Two is better than one.
It says, two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor.
You see? Mm-hmm.
For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up.
All right. So, guys, two is better than one. Many hands make the work what? What's the saying? Many
Many
hands
hands make light work.
makes light work. Many hands make light work. So when we pulling all our resources together, it does make things light. But like I said, we have a big community. As our community to grow, you start scratching your head, saying, "Man, I'm trying to have 94 children, and I mean, my brother's gonna, deacon's gonna want to have sons and daughters. My brother's gonna want to have sons. Man, whew, man, how are we going to do this? This is expensive." But it is expensive when you look at it from a Western mindset.
Right.
And so I wanted to give you guys a little snippet of what we do here at Straightway Praiseland. And so I made a change here at Straightway Praiseland. So this is a real life example. When I first started community and came in from the world, we were using diapers. We were using disposable diapers. That's what I did. I mean, that's just what we do. That's what you grew up with. You saw other people doing it. But when you look at the cost of diapers, when you not have just one baby, we're talking about how many people are in diapers right now? I know 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Or 8. No. 4, 5, my 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 babies right now in diapers at Straightway Praiseland. Is that right?
Yeah.
So we got 7. Guys, that's a lot of diapers. That's a lot of money that you guys spend week in and week out keeping up with I mean, hey, when you have all these mouths to feed, guess what they do? They shit. I mean, they literally, the food goes in and it comes out.
Some
And they
comes
got to
out.
go somewhere. So you got to have shit management, right? We got to figure out how to manage this stuff. Now, the adults is not as expensive because they can flush it down the toilet. So no issues. But then you got the babies. Well, they don't right now as we try to work out and get them potty trained. But until we can get them, it's expensive to have babies. But man, we found a way to cut down the cost big time. But it required a one mindset. I can now honestly say, as a community, every baby on Straightway Praiseland, literally, we use cloth diapers. We have went from disposable to cloth diapers, and man, the saving has been huge. You just pay a one-time upfront cost. After that, boom, you can use that for 10, 20 years. And don't ever have to worry about buying diapers. If COVID happens, go, come on, COVID. Anything to, because we don't have to go look, because that'd be the first thing you think of when they shut everything down. When we went to the store, when you went to the store, Deacon, during COVID,
Yeah.
would they allow you to get as many diapers you need to get? Would they allow you to get many toilet tissue you wanted to get? Were you allowed to do that?
No, everything was limited to one item per purchase.
One item you can, but I got a household of 50 60. What, I'm sorry, sir, just one. But if you want them, they need to come here too. Now we got to put all our family at risk and bring them into the store so they can all get one thing, and but it's coming from one pot. I mean, so it was like, man, it made you think like, man, we need to store food, we need to make sure. But man, and so
I was doing that during that time. I'd go one day, then the next day I'd go again, and I'd
yeah,
make sure I look different, so they don't be
yeah,
like, "We saw you here yesterday." It's just
different hours.
yeah,
I had to go in there. We trying to buy because we had we didn't have just our individual family. We had a community to take care of during that time. And that was a wake-up call that, man, everything that Pastor was talking about, prepare. So now we moved from the cloth to the from the disposable to cloth. Now I know that a lot of people use the cloth more for backup if when shit hits the fan and they're using disposable. Well, I'm here to see if I can, I don't know, get you to reconsider to go from disposable to cloth and not use the cloth when shit hits the fan. Literally, no pun intended here. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of what do they call that stuff when you transition? The
Yeah, there's a lot of nuances that
there's a
you
lot of
probably won't
nuance
know unless you're actually experiencing it.
experience. Yeah, so the learning curve is steep. So I mean, one, you got to prep your diapers. You can't just take it out of the package and start using it. It's not gonna absorb. You got to wash that like maybe 5 times before it's actually ready to be used, and it won't get fully absorbable until you get to 10 washes. And so there's a lot of stuff like that. Just learning how it works, having a system on how to manage your diapers in this type of environment. And so we have been, how long have we been using cloth diapers now, Deacon? How long have we been using it?
Since April.
Since April. So it's been a good, what, 4 months?
June, July, August. Yeah, 4 months.
So 4 months.
So a good quarter.
A good quarter. So now we can report to you guys on the experiment. And man, I'm so glad that we did this. And I wanted to show you that the number, why I think it makes sense to do it now than to do it later. One, you're going to be able to keep more money in the pocket, in your pocket, or you'll be able to keep more money in the pot if you're on community. I think it's a lot of money. And I'm going to show you we're going to just use a real life example of just one baby. And I told you we have seven that we technically have right now that's in diaper working towards getting them out. But 7. But we're going to just give an example of what it looks like, what it costs to have one baby. And we're going to give you some numbers. So I kind of went to my financial planning mindset, and I want to show you guys something here. So a 1-year supply of diapers, just 1 year. And we're talking about from 0 months from when he's born to 12 months. 1 year supply of diapers is $1,000. We went in right last night.
That includes newborn, size 1, size 2, all the way to size 6, pretty much.
So we did the math, right? It came out to be $19.93. And then you got wipes. So we kind of gauge based on how much wipes we go through, right? So a baby, probably, an older baby probably poops, like you probably changing diapers 7 times a day. But a newborn is 14 times, about 14. That's just average, guys. These are these average numbers, right?
Right.
So 1 year's of supplies of wipes is $281. And then if now we decided to go with this route, but we use goat milk, powdered goat milk by Meyenberg. And that came out to be $1,139.88. Now, some people use formula or what's the other one?
I mean, this is we're just going off of the Israelite mindset that we would try to do something more organic,
more organic, yeah. But I don't know. We have that number. Do we have that number? No.
It's going to come up later.
Okay.
Right now, we're on first year.
So if you're like, so this is it. So for 1 year, for the first year, you would have spent $2,441. We're talking about close to $2,500 the first year for one baby. Now, if you take this number that we're looking at, I want to show you what I'm talking about. This is what I be thinking. I'm thinking like, okay, yeah, you're telling us that we need to have wives, we need to have sons, daughters. Then we got to get our sons women. We got to give our daughters. Okay, the daughters, we probably may get something for that, but man, this is expensive, right? So take this number. If you take this number 21, I'm just gonna do 2,500 just to kind of round up here. 2,500, right? If you times that by 7, that's $17,000, $500 just for our babies right now. That's $17,000. if this was how we were doing. You guys seeing this? So let's go. I'm gonna show you. So I'm just showing you that's 17,000. Now, this is based off of one baby now. This is just one baby. But how many babies you have. So if you have a household, if you have 3 households in your community, 4 or 5, and they all having babies. And we're not even talking about twins, just or maybe really back to backs. That's expensive. $17,000 just on diapers, wipes, and milk. So, boom, this got me thinking real quick. So I'm a financial advisor. My thing is, how do we do this in the most cost-effective way and be able to save money so we're not using it for somebody? Because this will discourage somebody from having babies. So people look at me crazy, man, you were 94, man, that's expensive. See, I can have 94 babies and still save a lot more money than you do because I'm going to be more cost efficient when I do it. Deacon, am I lying?
And we're seeking the old path. So
we're seeking the old path. So let's go. Let's go to the next slide. So this is the second year now. So year 2, okay, that was the first year because you got a new baby. He's going to be growing, boom, boom, boom. So then year 2, when he's 12 months, between 24 months, the year supply, you may start going now to pull up training pans. That's $566. You still got the wipe situation, got to poop. So that comes out to be $848 the second year. So second year is like, woof, thank God we got through the first year, man. But then you start thinking, do we really want to have a baby? That's a lot of money. Let's wait 2 years. Let's wait 3 years. This is why people don't want to have so many babies. I get it. It's expensive. You got to work double time just to be able to get diapers. That's just basic needs. Let's go to the third year. Third year, same about. It comes about the same, right? Pull-ups, training. By that time, he should be getting out of diapers. Boom, 800. So it's cheaper the next 2 years.
Right.
But this is why people probably wait because it's expensive for them. That's why maybe people have baby showers or stuff. I mean, I don't know. Maybe getting all this other stuff. And we just talking about diapers, guys. We haven't even got to clothes. We didn't get to all the other stuff. We're just talking about just the basic needs of diapers, of how expensive this thing can get. But I want to do the word that the word says increase, do not decrease. I don't want to have this Western mindset. If Yah says that we should do it, then I want to do it Yah's way. There's got to be a better way to do this stuff. And guys, we have found a better way. And I wanted to share this with you guys. And it's all about relationship. See, if you're gonna be a father, you're gonna have babies, and they're gonna be pooping. This is how you do it. Mm-hmm. All right. Go to the next slide. So, first year, 1,000 with the wipes. You got 13,000 when you combine that with the wipes and powder. Goat is 2,400. Right now, if you use if people go with the typical doctor, the formula, whatever they have out there, that actually is more expensive. So going goat milk you saved about $1,500 right there, 1 year supply of baby formula, right?
Yep.
So if you went with the baby formula route, that could be close to 4,000. So some people are paying $4,000 the first year with baby formula, but because of our Hebrew ways, we said, we're gonna just go with goat milk powder. Boom, 2,400. All right. So now look at this, guys. So look at the first year. This is the first year, $2,441 with 1 year diaper, wipes, powder, goat, boom. But in Israel, we use cloth diapers per baby. That's $870, and this will cover them for the whole 3 years. This will cover them. I mean, this number that I'm giving you, $879, will cover them from the day they're born all the way to when they get out of diapers. 800, and that's a one-time payment. That's one time. You don't need any more after that. And you say, well, what about the milk? Thank ya. See, the milk comes from mama. See, mama produced the milk. So we don't have to worry about the milk and getting formula. We can go with the mom milk supply. So literally we don't have to. And then you say, well, what about the wipes? We don't even have to worry about the wipes. So we're going to show you what this $879 is compiled. And in the first 3 years, look at the 3 year. If you look at the first 3 years of one baby, $4,183. And that's what I'm assuming, including the formula, correct? That's the highest, right?
That's everything, yep. Because they're only on formula for the first year. The
Yeah.
second year and third year we didn't include it.
Okay.
They're probably eating solids and they're off.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah. So that's it. And then if you look at the green, that's Israel. That's it. This is what you have to pay the first 3 years for having a baby. So you can't have a baby and be cheap. It doesn't have to be expensive. $879. And then if shit hits the fan, like a COVID situation or they're locking things down, guess what? We're not gonna be scrambling trying to get to those diapers, because we already are doing it. We have a system in play. We got the children involved. We even the way we wash it, bro. It is off the chain how we're doing this stuff.
Yep.
And I'm going to show you guys some of this stuff. Let's go. All right. So this is the brand that we use. Every team have the brand. They may have their Reebok brand or Nike or Under Armour, whatever brand. Well, for Straightway Praiseland, we have decided to go with the Nora's brands, right? This is the Nora's brand right here. I got one right here in my hands. If you can blow me up here so they can see. Here is a Nora's right here. This is the one that we went to. This is the sponsored by Nora. Now, because they don't sponsor this. I'm just telling you, this is what we use. We did a lot of research, which one was the best one and things of that nature. And this is the one we decided to go through. I'm going to let him go through the slide. So usually you can get 7 of these. Now, these are the infants. The infants are a little bit smaller, and it's made for when they come out the womb. You can they even do it for the umbilical cord, things of that nature.
It's meant to fit a preemie.
Yep. Even a preemie, yep.
All the way up to 12 pounds.
All the way to 12 pounds. Can you blow that up and reduce me? So they even do it for the umbilical cord. So we thought this is the best one. You have to clean it every 2 to 3 days. You don't want to go longer than that because it can start getting smelly with the ammonia and stuff like that. So you want to get enough diapers to cover 3 days worth, about 3 to 4 days worth, so that you can continue that cycle. And so I think we wash these diapers 3 times a week. 3 times a week. I think we're going to try to add a 4th one, maybe. I'm going to show you how we're doing that and how we're being efficient with it. Go to the next slide. Here's this all the brand. These are this is what now when they get out of the preemie, this is the one that goes from 10 pounds to 35 pounds. Literally, you can train them right out the diapers with the next one. And that's what this is. I got one here. This is the one from preemie all the way to 12 pounds. And then this one is from 10 pounds to 35 pounds. And so it's pretty nice little deal here. You can kind of see. This kind of comes all in one, so you don't have to really do much here. There's so many different things you can do here. You can go to different levels. They get bigger. You can kind of expand. So when they're small, you snap it to the lower one. You kind of snap it to the lowest one when they're really small, and then as they get bigger, you can snap it like this, and then when they get bigger, you put it on this way.
Yep.
So same thing with this one. This allows you. Right now, the way this thing is set up for a little one now, maybe a 10 or 11. I think he's 13 pounds. And as he gets bigger, you can go to the next level and then boom, full. So I know my 2-year-old.
And you can use them as pull-ups too as they're training.
And they got inserts. You got inserts. You see that? So this is the shell. This is the insert. And then you just wash them, So anyway. Let's keep going.
So that's done right there.
And now we have something called overnights. These are the overnights because now you could double up on the Noras and put two to maybe do the overnights, but we actually got one called Glovia.
One button. Is that the brand?
It's called Grovia.
Oh, okay.
Grovia brand, but this is in Grovia. They have a brand called One, and this one it can hold a lot more. So this can probably hold up for 6 hours. So when you're doing overnights, when they're sleeping at night, we go to this one because it can absorb so much more than the Norris, because the Norris you have to change that within 2 or 3 hours. I would say you probably don't go more than 3 hours, but yeah, 2 hours. Yep. These are the overnights here.
Yep.
And this is included in the 800. This is included in the $848 that we showed you guys here. This is part of that. So everything we're showing you, everything we're going to show you that we use here at Straightway Praiseland is part of the $879.99. So when we say
that amount includes pretty much a little bit over a week's worth. So then it gives you time to do laundry and clean these up. So, which I'm sure
you have enough to clean it. So you get like 3 sets or 4 sets of 7 or the 14. You get enough for 3 days, and so that when you're washing it, and by the time you dry it, air dry it, we do hang dry out here. We do hang dry, let the sun bleach it and dry it is pretty nice. If that doesn't work, we can do it indoors. Use fans, use dehumidifiers to get it dried up. But we prefer sunny days, and then you can use the dryer. You can use the dryer, which at low. You want to use low heat, on these things so that it don't get messed up.
Right.
So
exactly.
So now and then here is the wipes. You have baby wipes. So we use cloth wipes now. We don't use the disposable wipes. These are wipes that are actually reusable. So we use it. It comes with everything you see here. This is part of that $879. We use the wipe. We fold it. It's color coded. We wash it. It comes with a little a mesh bag that you can put in the laundry to clean it. And that gets cleaned every 2 or 3 days as well, whatever we use. And so you don't have to keep buying wipes. You can use this. You wet it. And you can, clean the baby's bottom like you would with what. I'm eventually even thinking about doing this with tissue, for us as adults, that instead of using toilet tissue, we're going to start using cloth wipes for our own ass. Now me personally, I'm old school. I don't know if I'm old school. I'm African, right? Nigeria, we use water and soap. A bidet. We have a bidet that you can use, and you clean, and then maybe I'll use the cloth wipes to dry. Just dry it, dry my ass or something, But once again, we don't have to worry about if shit hits the fan. What we're gonna do? We have everything we need. We got to learn how to live off grid. It's cheaper. You can say we are probably with our community, as big as our community, we probably are spending less money based on what we have changed. We've changed a lot of things. I'm just sharing one aspect of what we changed here. I bet you we're doing better than a family of 7.
Oh yeah,
we're probably equivalent to a family of 7, even though we got 3 or 4 times bigger than a family of 7.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And I'm just looking at this stuff. Keep going. So yep. So this is us drying. This is me literally in my room right here. So it's a rainy day. We're not able to take it outside. So I'm using the vent there to try to dry it. This is when we would first start off. Now we have a more sophisticated way of drying it indoors. I can't wait to do community when we get on community. I think I'm going to have a drying room on community for indoors for rainy days, But we usually put it in the bathroom and put some fans on there because you just need wind. How did y'all get rid of the flood? A lot of it went back down, but there was wind. The wind came in and got rid of it. So you put fan, and it helps to dry it out. And you kind of put the exhaust fan, so all the humidity that it creates, because it does kind of the moisture have to go somewhere. And I even got really fancy. I just put a dehumidifier in the bathroom so they can suck out the moisture, and so it can dry. And you can always use the dryer. If the dryer doesn't work, then you can do it this way. But this is what we do on rainy days. So that's
some ways you can organize it.
And another thing too, you get too, your house don't smell like shit like before, man. Deacon, does the house smell like shit like it used to?
No, the laundry room was struggling for a while.
Man, because you put it in those champs, and you putting shit just sitting there for a week. And then and then it sits there for a week and you gotta wait for the trash to go out. And I think we were taking up so much trash just for diapers. I think we took up 2 canister that they put on the street just for. We had like how many diapers bags we had? 96. We produced what 96? Remember that number? I don't even remember.
Yeah, it's coming up later in one of the stuff.
Okay. Keep going.
Yeah, we can play this video if you want.
Okay.
So explain a little bit.
So there's ways, they have old ways of, dump and swish, how to clean the diapers. I wanted this to be a good experience for the community. And this is not an expensive thing. I think this is a great invention. But the ways that you can clean the diapers, especially the side when they do number 2, you want to get rid of all the solids, right? And you can utilize the toilet now. So now instead of that shit staying in your trash can and you wait a whole week for it to go out, you can literally have this all go down the toilet just like everybody else. So this is a way you save money. So I'm gonna let this video play so you can see. It's called Spray Mate, and everybody on the community, it costs like maybe $30. I think it's less than $30, like 20 something bucks. But everybody on the community that has babies have one of these Spray Mate. So I'm gonna let Deacon play it.
I'm the Spray Mate, and this is my pal, the Aquas Bidet and Diaper Sprayer. And we're here to make your life easier and less messy when rinsing soiled items in the toilet, like reusable cloth diapers, bedpans, baby and adult potty seat bowls, undergarments, upset stomachs, dirty or muddy shoes, food bibs, and many more of life's messy moments. My unique design is especially useful for rinsing reusable cloth diapers. Just place me on any toilet, clip on the messy diaper with my spring clips, and rinse at full pressure. All the dirty water instantly goes down my drain without splattering you or your bathroom. I also include a handy reach tool to stretch the diaper and rinse the elastic area around the legs. Or position the diaper parts and inserts for easier rinsing, plus keeps your hands clean. My unique design also allows you to easily spray the diaper with a pre-wash and rinse with high water pressure, which removes most of the smells, stains, germs and bacteria before tossing in your diaper pail. What makes my patent-pending design perfect for rinsing soiled items in the toilet is my sloped funnel-like bottom and long narrow drain slot that instantly removes the contaminated water as you rinse without splattering. My sloped bottom also prevents splashing in the toilet because my drain hole is only a few inches above the toilet water, allowing the dirty water to gently drain without splashing or spreading germs and airborne bacteria. Another unique feature is my multi-purpose leg design that allows me to comfortably fit on all toilets. Or sit on the floor over my drip pan so wet items can drip dry inside. My drain hole also fits in the drip pan, preventing misalignment and dripping on the floor. Another unique feature is my slim 8.5-inch wide profile, which allows me to be stored next to most toilets. I can also be used as a trash can by putting a small trash bag inside. So, if you have to rinse messy things in your toilet, get me and my pal the Aquas Bidet and Diaper Sprayer today. We'll make your life easier and cleaner during life's messy moments.
All right. Well, there you guys see it, the Spray Mate. So I'm not sponsored by Spray Mate. I'm not getting paid for any of this stuff. So maybe I should have called them first before I put this stuff out here. But nah. Anyway, I'm just trying to share, guys. But we're not sponsored. This is just what we use. This is what we use. Nora's not sponsoring, but I really believe these are some good products. I believe that it works, and if anybody ever been to Praise Land, we try to keep a clean home. Our home is really top tier clean with excellence. The sisters do an amazing job in keeping this place clean, and to continue that thing, we didn't want it to make it difficult to do this. So as we were transitioning, I thought this would be a good way to be able for people to clean the diapers, to sell the vision of what we're trying to do here. So, like I said, I got an amazing community here at Straightway Praise Land. And because we have such a one mind, one spirit here, people bought into it. Some people, had some thoughts, but they followed and went along with it. And now we have a process, a system, and I mean, like, bro, we don't even buy any more diapers. We have some diapers in storage, and we think like, I guess we can save that for when shit hits the fan.
Yeah,
I
now
don't
that's
know.
the backup.
Or let's say that our diapers got all dirty and maybe I don't know. Now that's backup. And so now,
Exactly, yeah.
but now if we go to the feast now, we do. So we will say we're more like an 80-20%er, 80-20, meaning 80% of the time we use in cloth diapers, but like when we go to the feast, we may be doing more. We will be doing disposable just because we don't have an access to a laundromat because there's just so many people there.
It's still cheaper than this.
Yes, way still cheaper. Yeah, way cheaper than the 4,000. So we may do that, or maybe down the road we can maybe find the nearest laundromat because I you know me, I like washing these things. So me and Deacon may go for a ride and say, hey, anybody got some diapers? And we'll put them in their little mesh bags and we'll head to the laundromat, get it and bring it back to the campsite, put it out in the thing so it can dry, right? So we could probably do that, but we're not there yet. But so we can go fully cloth diapers. But right now, this is what we're doing. But guys, I'm telling you, if I can encourage you guys to really consider not using this as a backup, but use this as your primary way of taking care, you will save so much money. You're talking to a guy. People always say, Kabir, man, you're a millionaire. Guys, yeah, it's one thing to make money. I can make money. Obviously, I made a lot of money in a short period of time in my lifetime, but now it comes down, can you save it? And so people who are very good at maintaining their money for a long time, this is how they think. They find ways, how do I take this? How you solve a problem? I got a problem here. It's not a problem, it's a good thing. Babies are supposed to be a blessing, but the world has taught us that children are a curse. You just want a few of them. Oh, you don't want that, or go without and just live your life. But I truly believe when the book says that children are a blessing, that's why I want a lot of them. But it is costly. And so how can I minimize the cost? When Yah was thinking about having a bunch of children, he wasn't thinking about, disposable diapers and disposable wipes, because that's not how they did it back then. They used cloth. And so it wasn't as expensive. They thought breast milk, provide everything you need pretty much the first 3 years. I mean, he does it for the rest of your life. So anyway, I hope you guys are seeing this stuff. We got more slides here?
Yep, we do. Yep.
So guys, this is where, so as a community, we went from being, it's a difference between tribalism and individualism. See, most people that's grown up in this country, and I don't care anywhere in the country, because it's happening all over. Western society is spreading all across the world. And they are teaching us how to be more individualistic, individualism, showing there's more freedom. I'm telling you right now, guys, there is more freedom in being in a tribal setting and having more of a tribalism. And this is not something that America wants to, because now you're not dependent on them. We're dependent on one another. And so now I can truly love my neighbor as I love myself, because my neighbor is my brother, is my sister. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's all about. And so one of the things here, and just thinking now, you say, Kabir, you're saving a lot of money on the cloth diapers. Man, $800. But guess what? Guess what I noticed what went up? Our water bill went up, because each one that had a baby. So I told you we have 5 babies. Okay, I had 2, another one has 2, and then another one has 1 and 2. 1. So guess what? The washing went up. Now they're washing. You have to wash this about 3 times a week. So the washing went up. Now, if it was just one family, it's not a big deal. Okay, 3 washes a day, not a big deal. But when you have 7 babies and you're doing 7 wash, that's 21 wash. 21 wash. That gets expensive. Is this what we came up with? So this is what? This is based off of 20 gallons. What is this?
Yeah, this is what we used to have in the primary area.
Yeah, so 3 wash. So we were doing 3 wash. So that's 180 gallons. And you take that number and times it by 7. What does that come out to be? If you do 3 wash, what's 180? Let me do 100. So you got 180 gallons times 7. That comes out to be 1,260 gallons of water per week. So then I'm thinking like, man, okay, we save here. Now it's not as much because you don't see this until every quarter, but it got me scratching my head. Man, I mean, because everybody was washing their babies' diapers. Now, maybe 7 is probably not an accurate number. Let me do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's really 5. So you take 60 times 180 times 5. That's more. So 900 gallons per week. So I said, man, we got to find a way to conserve water now because we're saving here, but we are still paying for water. Now, maybe when we in the land, it doesn't matter because you got well water, but that's still, you don't like to waste, right? So we found a way to save money. So what's the next slide? So what we have been doing now is because we're a community, we do it together. So we get these thing called, it's like a mesh bag, right? And so we got like, I know my family and Deacon's family, we use these mesh bags, right? And they put their diapers in there and you can see there's I can see P5, right? So that we know that goes to this sister. And then this one goes to that sister. And so now because we got we actually bought a special, a commercial laundry, right? And because of our commercial laundry, a typical residential laundry is 22 pounds capacity. The one we bought is 35 pounds capacity. So that means it could do 1.5 more than the residential laundry. So you have to get, especially doing community, I highly recommend looking to laundromats. Look into a laundry and washer and dryer that you see in a laundromat. And so we got the lowest tier of what you will see in a laundromat. And this is at 35 pounds. Most laundromats start at 40 pounds. And then 40, 60, I think 40, 60, 80, and so on. So we got 35. So it allows us to put I think the 35 pounds, I think we are allowed to put 5 babies worth of diapers, 2 to 3 days worth of diapers together. So we just took our 9 washes, where everybody doing it individually, and we were able to condense that with 1 wash. And then once we wash it, we just hang dry it right there. So we was able to reduce that. So we went from, if you see here, 26 gallon times 3 gives you 78 gallons per week. And then when we put it together, so when you do it individualistically, it's 78 gallons. When we did it together, we were able to only use 13 gallons a day.
And that's in the secondary laundry area.
Okay. Just together or separate? Because it's throwing me off a little bit, this number.
No, this is correct, but it's a secondary laundry area, not the main laundry.
And you said area. Separate. Each load is 13 gallons. Together, each load is what? 13 gallons, right?
Right. Because of the washers, that's what they fill up to 13 gallons.
Okay. And why is it
either way it's going to be 13 gallons?
Okay.
Right. Because every time you wash it,
what's the 26 gallon a day? What's that one? Where's that coming from?
Because of 3 washes, right?
Okay.
Or they do it twice or something.
Twice. Okay. Yeah. But anyway, guys, so we were able to. Let me see another slide. Okay, so this is a good one to use right here. So if you had 3 individual families, and I'm just going to use this using the wash, you're going to be using 60 gallons a day, 3 washes, right? Which is 180. But when we did it together, we were able to take that thing that would normally take 180 gallons per week. We were able to condense it down to 60 gallons. And the way we did that is because of the mesh bag. We were able to take that and say, okay, guys, instead of you guys all washing at different times, we're gonna set up a time. So what we do here at Straight with Praiseland at 6:45, we have Sunday, first day, 3rd day, and 5th day, right? That's Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, right? At 6:45, all the women are supposed to have their diapers separated, washed, clean. All the soil done, and they need to bring it into the laundry room. And one of our sisters has a day. I believe Sister Evelyn has Sunday, Sister Carisha has Tuesday, and Bree has Thursday, right? And they are responsible for washing the washing each other's diapers. So they all rotating. We're working together in common unity, right? And so they get in there. It's all color coded, or it all has its identifier number. So So when Sister Evelyn's putting it all in, and then she puts it, once she washes it, do all the stuff, she takes it out. She knows this is for Carisha, this is for Bree, this is for her. Boom, done. So what would have normally been 3 different wash times and the washing machine being used, and this will also save too on your washing machine, because if your washing machine continues to run, it's gonna break down. So we even minimize how many times we're using the washing machine. So now our washing machine can even last longer. So now we're saving on water, we're saving on how many use. So we just saved 6 wash that didn't have to happen just because we're now washing together. I hope this makes sense. Guys, if this is making sense, please type in a 7 for me. Type in a 7. If this is making sense for you guys that are listening to this right now. And Deacon, I don't know what's the next slide. Is this all the slide, Deacon? All right. Anybody getting this? All right, 7. So by grouping our laundry's loads, we are able to condense the amount of load and be more efficient with our time and save money by using less water.
Yep. And we got those videos out there where you're doing your walkthrough.
Okay, show that. Let's show why everybody's typing this. I'm gonna show you guys our setup for our washing machine, our laundry room. Go. All right, hey, shalom, saints. Hey, just wanted to share with you guys, being on community. One of the things that we learned, we used to have some old washing machines and it didn't last because you just have a lot of bodies, a lot of saints that come through here. So we got a commercial grade washing machine and dryer. You can see LG. These are commercial. This is not something that you can get at Best Buy or anything. You have to go to the place where they get the laundromat. So anyway, we got, this is a 35 pounds capacity washing machine. 35 pounds. Most people deals with residential is 22 pounds. And so you're gonna need a good washing machine. So this is what we use to clean our saints' clothes, but we mostly got this also so we can maximize doing diapers. So anyway, just wanted to show you what we use. Even the dryer, same thing, same capacity. It's fast, it gets to the point, and it can run for days because it's meant for a laundromat. So anyway, just want to show you our setup and everything. We got 2 sets.
You're muted, Elder. You're muted.
Hey, I could be a salesman here. So anyway, so this is our washing machine, guys. It's pretty good. Like I said, you cannot go to your typical residential anywhere you go to these stores to try to find this laundry. You're not going to find it. You're gonna have to go to where they sell commercial. Like this is the ones where laundromats get their washing machine. So we had to get with locals. I looked at Speed Queen. I know they say it's commercial. It's commercial like. But the capacity is no different. It's 22 pounds. This one is the lowest end of the commercial, and it's 35 pounds. Most of your washing machine that you buy from the store is 22 pounds capacity. Even the Speed McQueen. Now there's the Speed. I think they call it Speed Queen or something. But the Speed Queen do have a laundromat version. But the most time when you see it at these stores, I don't know what they call these stores. These where you can walk in stores and everything like that for the public.
Showcase, like a showcase.
Showcase or I don't know what we call it, Van Reezy here. I don't know.
An
appliance store, wherever your regular appliance store is going to be, they're going to sell you. They're not going to sell you this one that I'm showing you here. And I'm telling you, it is worth it because, like I said, it's easier to service it. It's made for commercial, so it's made for everyday use. And when you're on community, man, I'm telling you, these washing machines be working hard. But now that we got this one, it doesn't because it's faster. The G-force, the dryer don't work as hard because the G-force on this is about 4 G-force. Was it 4?
Yeah, it's like 1,000 G.
1,000 RPMs, but I think it's 4.
6 G forces.
4 G force. Anyway, I don't even. Guys, it's fast. It spins fast. Let me tell you, it spins so fast that when you take it out of the washing machine, it's not soaking wet. It's literally almost dry. So the dryer don't have to work as hard. Yeah. Like when you take it out, it's still soaking. You got to put it in the dryer, and the dryer just run. We can literally get a lot of our stuff dried within 40 minutes. 40-minute wash, 40-minute dryer. Boom. Now, when it comes to certain things like maybe towels, it may take a little bit longer because towels just because it's meant to absorb. That's going to take a little bit longer. So that one you just do 10-minute increments. You put it about 1 hour and 20 minutes. Dry at low. We got you can dry 12 towels with these one. Try that at your home. Now you can't even put 12 in your 22 pounder, but with a 35 pounder, you can put 12 towels in the dryer, and it will dry in an hour and 20 minutes at low or medium. I think it's medium or low. So anyway,
something like that. Yeah.
Did we say we're gonna show that video or no?
Yeah, we got another video here.
Okay, let me show you another video. Hey, why not? All right, guys. Another thing too that we do on community too, we also do a lot of stuff in common unity. So one of the things that we do is we do towels. We got to take a bath, right? You know, community and stuff like that. And obviously when people is all washing clothes here and there, we're able to. So we got all white, so it allows us to wash it together. We got to put non-chlorine bleach. We can, and so somebody can come in here, take a towel, they replace it, and then they take the old ones, put it into the laundry chute here. And then once a week, we have a sister that'll come in here and wash all the towels for the saints. So anytime a saint needs a towel, they can come in here, get one, throw one in. So it's kind of a thing, self-regulated, where you just kind of get what you need, and then you put the dirty ones inside the laundry chute, and then we'll clean it once a week. And we got these great washing machines that allows us to do a lot more. So I think most average washing machine can do 7, those residentials. Ours, we're able to wash 7 and dry, we're able to dry and wash 12 at a time, as opposed to the residential that can only do 7. So again, once again, we're trying to be efficient. So everybody got towels, different colors and stuff like this. And you know, especially some of the guys, they may have their only one towel, and then they got to wash it, and they're competing for washing machines, and everybody's doing all this competing. So we're trying to get to a point where we can start washing our clothes together. Now we dry separately because drying time does not take just electricity. I guess you can still be efficient there. But for the most part, with the washing machines, you know, it's very important that you don't just put one towel in there because it can hurt the machine. So you want it to be balanced. So one of the things they kept stressing is that we want to have a full load and not just have a small load. Because small loads is what caused damage to a lot of people's washing machine. They don't tell you this stuff, but when you just put a small load, your thing is not balanced. And then when it's spinning fast, that thing can be off balance. And then over time, the thing is going to break. The bearings are going to start having issues. And this is why, so for these things to last long, it's better to have a fuller load than having a light load. So if you put one pillow in, that's going to mess up your washing machine, but you want to put 2 just to balance it. So it's all about balance. So like I said, you can put 12 towels in there, and it's going to wash, and you can dry it. And it takes about, and we know, I sat there and literally by hand, I sat here, took a pen. Deacon, I mean, how much homework did I do? I mean, I did a lot of.
Yeah, you exhausted the.
I know.
You know too much about washing machines.
I mean, I went to the laundry, man. They were trying to tell me, oh yeah, I already know, because I've done a lot of research. But that's what I'm supposed to do as a community head. My job is to come up with systems that works for us. Mm-hmm. And so anyway, just wanted to share, just in my heart, I just wanted to share with you guys what we're doing. This is just one aspect. There's so many things. And I'm thinking I'm going to show this, just show you little things that you can do in your home, you know. But like I said, with the towel system, if I was thinking individualistic, it'd just be, just for me in my household. I say, wait a minute, let's work together. Kind of good that I played on the football team, because we had to work together as a football team. You know, everybody didn't have their own little one towel and stuff like that. You put in a chute, you get a new one, you know. And so, and we have a sister assigned to that. So they wash it, they fold it, put it back in neatly. Boom, somebody comes in there again. And that's not just towels. We got hand towels. We got washcloth in there that everybody. So the community, I think we have enough that the community, each one can take it and still have leftover. When they come in, put it in there. They can get another one. If we have guests, it should cover all that stuff. And it costs money. Up front, it costs money. But in the long run, I believe this is going to save money. It's already saving money. We're already seeing dividends. It saves time, people working together instead of everybody doing their own individual things. I mean, you still got to take care of your own household and things of that nature. But there's some things that we can do together that just helps to save money and resources. So, I mean, what do you think, Deacon? I mean, I know I've been the mastermind behind the whole thing. And of course, I love everything. I'm curious if you can do a survey and see what people think here. I'm curious to see. I don't know what people. To be fair, what does this say?
No, I mean, this has been. I mean, in my experience, it's definitely been it's relieved some more time for the women to do other things because we've been so efficient, and now the washing machines are not being used, day in and day out.
Somebody said, Trevor said that what I'm saying is going overhead. I don't want the please more washer footage. Okay, I can do that. What is the best strategy for other clothes? Yeah, we have a lot of stuff. Right now, it's just been more focused on diapers
And towels.
And towels. So, but that was just an extra bonus with the stuff I'm saying here. But the biggest
But we are sharing because of those mesh bags. We're sharing different color clothes like throughout the week. The sisters communicate, and so if there's a small light load or a dark load, and they're throwing it in to the sisters.
Yeah. So we like today, I'm gonna do another show on that. I don't want to take up this time here because we gone way longer than I thought we would. But like I said, we will be sharing little tidbits. This is my first time doing a video on something like this, but I just really had on my heart. I just wanted to share. Just a way that we can share. So I'm pretty much done, Deacon. So you have a reaction time. I thought.
Yeah, we do it. I was able to find a couple. Maybe not be the best, but it kind of.
Okay, remember we got the two. Okay, I think we're good, right?
We'll be good. We'll be good. All right, reaction time with Elder.
Know that America is the most individualistic nation in the world. What does that mean? We value our independence. The interesting thing is most of the rest of the world is not that way at all. So when people come into our communities, we have to bridge a gap to a different culture. That's why we're offering Upping Your Cultural IQ. Join us on September 28th. Register in advance and learn about reaching those who are coming into our community from other nations.
It's not about promoting this guy, but what he said in the beginning, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So right. So clearly, America is very individualistic. So
compared to the world.
And if you think about the Hebrew culture, it's more Eastern, it's more community mindset, it's more tribal. America is just a very individualistic society. So as you read the book, that you don't read individualism, you read more tribalism when you read the Holy Bible. And Christians will tell you that they believe in the Bible, but they don't do it. That's why so many years I'll be reading the Bible and say, how come we're not doing this stuff? Because I lived in an individualistic society trying to understand an Eastern cultural book of people living totally different. So anyway, but yeah, he's right on there.
Positive is because a lot of the people here tend to think of others first because of the humbleness.
First of all, just to give context, he's talking about Korean culture. So when he says here, he's talking about their Eastern culture, right?
Exactly.
Another positive is because a lot of the people here tend to think of others first because of the humbleness as well. Let's say as an expat, you joined a team full of Koreans, you worked on a project, and you put in very little amount of work. Okay? But your team was able to win this, competition. Your partners, your friends will be like, we did it together.
Right. They don't take individual credit like that.
Right. So they don't take all the credits, but even though you put in like this little bit of work in it, they're like, hey, we did it together.
Right.
Because we're a team.
Right.
But like, I can imagine in Canada, hey, you did nothing, man.
Right.
It was all me.
Right.
Without me, you wouldn't have gotten this freaking prize.
Right. Absolutely.
Hey, it sounds. One thing I really love, I'm thankful for, and I think that if you're in community, especially like what Straightway's doing it, you get to experience this stuff. But I'm glad that before I came on community, I'm glad I played on a football team. I'm glad I was a part of that world, that fraternity of athletes, because it's like you have your quarterback, your old lineman, you have your kicker, you have the equipment manager. You have so many dynamics to a football team that when we do win, we don't say I won, we say we won. Everybody gets a ring. From the equipment manager to the water guy to the trainer because it's a team aspect, and I think that a lot of us that kind of came from that background really understand. I mean, it just community just makes sense. To me, community is ideal, So, and I know Pastor being a military man, he understand that concept because they had to do things together. So anyway, that's my goal. That's what we're doing here at Straightway Praiseland. I think that's what we all striving here to do at Straightway Truth Ministry. So just want to show you guys just a little bit, just with cloth diapers. I mean, I could have put anything that we do here just to show you, team, but just wanted to show this is something that we use every day. This is part of our everyday life, real life experience, and how we're able to save so much money when we work together as opposed to when we do it individualistically, even in the community. So when we started in a community, we were on a community, but because of our individualistic lifestyle, we ended up doing things and spending more money because we had an individualistic mindset. But now, as we've been together and we're growing, we're doing things more together. We're saving more. We're being more efficient in the things that we're doing.
Hallelujah. That's it. And that was your extra time with Elder.
All righty then. So there you have it, guys. There you have it. So Deacon, what do you think? I thought that
yeah, it was good. It was good. And then, like you said, there's going to be more that you'll share down the road and other ways to be financially, wise and with the stewardship in the body of Christ, right? So,
yeah. And there's something we didn't even show the trash one, huh?
No, we didn't get to that. No, I mean we didn't. It's not. It wasn't on there. No.
Okay. I thought we missed it.
Get that with the next. But I mean, like you mentioned it though. You mentioned it. We did save a lot on trash.
Yeah.
Just from switching.
And if you guys have questions too, I mean, one of the things that you guys can do to help my channel as we grow and get more content, please, guys. I mean, even after this live show, go in there, comment, ask some questions that you would like us to kind of share aspect about community. If you want to see certain things about community, like how do you guys do this and how you do that? If it's something that, I can share and show you how to do it. But I really believe that we're really big here at Straightway Praise on having systems and structures in place, infrastructures, so that wherever we go, it can be implemented anywhere we go. Even from, supplies, I mean, what else, Deacon? Like just everything. I mean,
yeah. I mean, right now we're even getting even more organized with some of our storage systems and all that stuff. So
we had things all over the place, and now we got a system on how to, put things in place, and because this house wasn't really built for all this stuff, so we have to make it work.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of good things that we're doing. I'm excited. So hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Well, Elder, I'll do some quick announcement stuff and then and give you the last word here.
Okay.
All right. And remember, saints, to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Remember to visit straightway.com for any resource information. And then before I get to this, I also want to make this announcement. If you guys have been watching Elders, staying up to tune with Elders channel, you know that we've been doing reruns on the Berean moment. So make sure you guys check that out. I think it's a good timing with everything going on, just to remind people of where Straightway has started from. So that's the Berean season 2 explains a lot of that. It's a closer look at Straightway. So make sure you guys check that out. Remember to go to straightway.com for any resources and newsletters if you're interested in fellowshipping with Straightway. Make sure to call the dining hall and ask for Elder Becker. The number to call is 615-688-3025. Again, if you'd like to fellowship with the nearby assembly, get in touch with the dining hall. The number is 615-688-3025. You can also visit straightway.com for more contact information. Elder Kabir, give us your closing statements.
All right. Well, hey, just really appreciate this being able to share this with you guys. I see a comment here from Carla. She said, very informative show, abundant blessings. And that's all we were trying to do, just be very informative of the things that we're doing here. Hope that this was a blessing to you guys. I hope that maybe was helpful to you guys. I mean, I learned a lot, in the 4 months of really, getting from the laundry, the diapers. I learned so much and think like, man, this has got to be the future. We got to figure out how to come out of her, my people. We got to find a way to live off grid so that we're not so dependent on the system. And I think we're really going in the right direction. And guys, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so many things that we're doing that I actually want to share, because I think that straightway, I think the other communities, other people that are trying to live this lifestyle can learn. We haven't even got to our garden side of how we've saved money there and reduced our trash, our footprint. So anyway, just trying to be faithful in the little. So like I said, guys, I hope that at the end of the day that you guys enjoy the show. Please share, like. If this was a good thing, please share it as many people on this stuff. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment below so that we can at least answer any questions and maybe come up with more content for you guys as well. As Yaz lead me, I will share the things I want to that I need to share with you guys. But until next time, remember to be faithful in the little things, and shalom, shalom.
Get ready, it's that time of the year again, Feast of Tabernacles 2024. You can visit www.straightwaynetwork.com for all up-to-date information about the feast. You have easy access. Just click the feast banner at the top of the homepage. For the saints that are coming, please be mindful that viruses are on the rise around this time of the year. While we all trust in the Most High for our help and healing, He has also blessed us with herbs of the field and righteous leadership that promotes taking them. Please go to www.householdherbs.com and stock up on antiviral tinctures. We suggest taking maintenance doses starting 2 weeks prior to the feast, during the feast, and 2 weeks after the feast.
Saints, make sure to check over your vehicle before driving to the feast and drive safe on the way here. When you turn on Pumpkin Town Lane, it is not NASCAR. Stay off the neighbors' driveways and yards. Here are some events to look forward to during the feast this year. Orientation will be held at the shop on the top of the hill. Date and time to be announced. Are you ready to start your morning worshiping and praising the Most High? Pastor Corey will be hosting early morning prayer with the saints in the tabernacle. Dates and times to be announced.
Who's looking forward to Straightway Marketplace and Children's Marketplace? Saints will be set up selling an array of products. Wi-Fi access is limited. Please make sure to bring cash for purchases. Held in the downhill dining hall, and the Children's Marketplace will be held outside. Dates and times to be announced.
You don't have to wait till Marketplace to purchase Mother Carol's luxurious skincare products and fragrances. Check out her website, Saints, at www.care-elle.com. Nice and natural care includes soaps, facial, body, hair, personal hygiene, and baby skincare products. For those who know that natural beauty thrives when using clean and healthy ingredients.
Make sure to attend Michael Israel's diet, health, and wellness class in the tabernacle. Dates and times to be announced. Household Herbs will be offering wellness consultations again this year during Marketplace. Now, tinctures are available in 32 ounces.
Be on the lookout at this year's Marketplace. Bloom and Bliss is a holistic women's wellness product line by Household Herbs, created to work in harmony with your unique feminine needs. Bloom with confidence and inner bliss at every stage of your journey. Are you looking for high-quality, pure apparel that is stylish and comfortable? Z's Fit is custom embroidery to ensure your clothes are unique and personalized. You can pre-order for the feast now at www.zsfit.com. When you visit the website, make sure to subscribe to their mailing list for exclusive dates and drops. Follow on Instagram and Facebook too. Come join us for Sister Erica's and Sister Gabby's Women Nutritional class in the Tabernacle. Date and time to be announced.
Make sure to visit www.straightwaynetwork.com prior and during the feast for the most up-to-date schedules for the feast. Check out the list of items that we suggest you bring.
Whether you are donating or shopping, come visit us at Judas Closet. Gather up your donations and bring them to the feast with you. Please make sure all items are clean and acceptable for your brothers and sisters. Judas Closet will be open September 17th through September 24th. Times will be from breakfast until sundown. Locations to be announced.
We look forward to praising Yah with you at Midnight Air. This will be located at the shop at the top of the hill. There will be music and food booths. Make sure to bring cash donations for each food booth you visit. Date and time to be announced. We always look forward to
Straight Rock Jamboree. Say Straight Rock Jamboree.
Get ready for Yah fun-filled activities for boys and girls ages 2 to 16. A parent or guardian must be present for children ages 2 to 5. Dress comfortably and bring a water bottle. Date, time, and location to be announced. Chip, watermelon, and Gatorade offerings are accepted. Please contact Sister Ija Lee via Marco Polo.
It's tea time!
We look forward to the Daughters of Zion Tea Party. Only saints who have already RSVP'd may attend. Tea party attire or garments required. Don't worry, our daughters won't be having all the fun. Boys ages 6 and 16 may attend Sukkah, Grill, and Chill. These two events will be happening at the same time. If you desire to donate or give an offering, please contact Sister Ija Lee. Date, location, and times to be announced.
Come jam with us this feast. Straightway Jams is hosting music classes and wave offerings. Please feel free to bring your own instrument. Wave offerings will be held uphill before sundown. Date, location, and time for classes to be announced.
Ready, set, go!
Who's excited for our annual Hot Wheels tournament? Located in the Uphill Dining Hall, date and time to be announced.
Make sure to visit www.straightwaynetwork.com prior and during the feast for the most up-to-date schedules for the feast. Check out the list of items that we suggest you bring. Do you want to be a blessing? Here's a list of items requested to help serve our brothers and sisters this feast. You can ship items prior to coming to the feast or bring them with you. Please make sure to call the dining hall and give a list of items that you will be donating so that we can account for everything. We want to give a special thanks and acknowledgement to our beloved Pastor Dowell, his family, and Straightway Hub for hosting the Saints of the Most High Yah every feast. Thank you to the communities, North Carolina, Goshen, Kentucky East and North, Nashville, Missouri, Clarksville, House of Unity, South Carolina, Alabama, Praiseland, and the Hub Offlanders for your labor of love, providing meals, snacks, Shabbat desserts, and coffee to all who join us at the feast. Thank you for pulling together to serve Yah's people by organizing all the amazing events at each feast and keeping the land and facilities clean. May Yah bless the labor of your hands. We pray everyone traveling from far and wide is blessed by the fellowship, food, and feast events.
We look forward to see you soon, Saints. Shalom.
And as Pastor Muir always says, it's that law, baby. Finna show 'em what's up.
We finna show them what's up.